And welcome back to the Daily Wrap. Today over at Newsmax.com, there's a great article on living to 1,000 years old. We're not talking days or months, but actual years. Researcher Aubrey de Grey was asked about his theories on CNBC last November.
This whole idea that a person could live to be 1,000 years old, how realistic is that in your view?
Well, first of all, it's vital to understand that any longevity benefits that may arise from this kind of work are a side effect of health benefits. We are not going to be keeping people alive in what we currently think of as a typical state of health of someone old for a long time. What's going to happen instead is we're going to be extending the period of life that we now consider useful.
That beard looks like it's about 1,000 years old. Anyway, de Grey, that really is his name, told .com.au, quote, "If we ask the question, has the person been born who will be able to escape the ill health of old age indefinitely, then I would say the chances of that are very high, probably about 80%. De Grey isn't the only one trying to extend life. Silicon Valley investing heavily as well. According to the Australian, Google CEO Larry Page has started the California Life Company and will build a $1.5 billion with a B dollar life extension research center in San Francisco. Meanwhile, Oracle CEO Larry Ellison has funded the Ellison Medical Foundation, and California venture capitalist Paul F. Glenn has poured hundreds of millions of dollars into Ivy League colleges' anti-aging research. How much revenue will the anti-aging business bring in? Tons. The Australian reports last year the global anti-aging market generated more than $280 billion. Yes, by 2018 it will hit $400 billion. Call your stockbroker. Wow, gang. Any interest at all? Heather Hansel, I'm going to start with you being the youngest on the panel. Living to 1,000.
No.
What's that? No, we talked about this before. You are older by 2 months.
That's right.
All right, so total transparency.
Right. You know, what about me? I could be younger.
So. What's that?
Okay,
no, you're not younger. You're younger.
Yeah, younger. That's right.
All right, answer the question.
Not only am I not interested, I think that it's a dangerous thought in many ways. You know, you talk about the rich and powerful, obviously, are the ones investing in this. They're the ones that are going to be able to afford it. They're then going to have more money and more power, and it's really going to cause some problems. And then other things like marriage. Do you want to be married for 1,000 years?
Yes, I do.
Good answer. And for the young people getting jobs, if the older people are working longer, people come out of school, they're not going to be able to get jobs. There's a lot of issues that come along with this idea of immortality.
It's a great point you made about marriage for 1,000 years.
Careful.
Right? No. I'm just saying, the whole thing is till death do you part. Right? And there was a whole Curb Your Enthusiasm about this where Larry David is excited because he wants to be single in the afterlife. And his wife says, no, it's for all eternity. He goes, no, it's death do us part. The whole thing. Jane, what about resources? If people are sticking around, we might kind of run out of stuff like water and space.
Well, it's no accident that billionaires are the ones wanting to live to 1,000 because that's how long it's going to take them to spend those billions and billions of dollars that they have. But yeah, we're going to hit 9 billion people by 2050. We should be putting all our resources in reducing the world population. More people have been born since
Death panels? You're advocating death panels on national television?
No, I'm advocating don't get pregnant in the first place.
Oh, all right, well done.
That's what I'm saying. I think there are so many children who are orphans who need good homes, and I'd say adopt. It should be really something that's very important, and also family planning. We really need to encourage people not to have kids if they can't afford to pay for them, if they can't afford to educate them. I mean, this is a very serious problem.
How do you get to that from the 1,000-year lifespan? I'm just
curious. Because you're talking about putting all these resources into helping people live longer.
Extending life and more people living longer, and we're going to run out of room.
So that list of people who are spending hundreds of millions on staying alive, it's like a bad Indiana Jones movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they were all good.
And can we put the picture up of that guy again? Is it?
De Grey?
De
Grey.
There he is. I mean, look at that face, man. I would believe anything that guy said to me. And if he tells me that I'm going to live 1,000 years, I mean, look at him. Is that not a face you
You know
just
who that
have
is?
to
Now I
believe?
know.
It's scary.
No, that's Hugh. That's
I
Hugh
say it's
Jackman.
Hugh Jackman with a
He
long
looks a
beard.
little bit
That's
like
what I
Hugh
thought.
We've
Yeah.
all been duped. That's amazing.
scary.
Can we keep
That's-
him up for the rest of the show?
I
We'll just talk
think,
over him.
I think I don't believe him when he says that it's going to be no problem living to 1,000. Is my
Well,
point.
the other issue that comes along is what kind of a life is it? You know, people who suffer from depression and people who have strokes or other
Well, you
things
don't
that you can't.
have to do it. It would be if you want to do
Well,
this treatment.
Well, how do you
I
off
guess.
yourself then? Kevorkian's
Well,
not
that's
around
the
anymore,
thing,
is he?
euthanasia.
No, you
and
don't have to
suicide.
do it. He's not saying you'll naturally live to 1,000. What he's talking about, if you look at it, they're developing a process where, when you hit 60, it would take you back to 30. When you
Right.
hit 90, they could take you
What
back
I'm
to
saying
30.
is
Yeah.
1,000 is the new 40.
Yeah,
1,000's
right.
the new 40.
So
Exactly.
you wouldn't have to undergo it.
Okay. But my answer to the 1,000 question is at 640, I'm out. That's it.
That's it.
I would have done it all by then. Anyway, coming up next, it's potluck time. That's where we go around the table and share our favorite stories today. It's fun stuff. This is the Daily Wrap, only on Newsmax TV.